Alright, we're live. So, to those of you who are watching, we're going to be playing tanks within the E-50M line between tiers 6 and 10. And then it will be random, no mystery box effect this time. Alright, first battle, here we go. Oasis Palms. Right all. So let's get this started. And then if there's any background noise, I think that may or may not be my roommate. But yeah, E-50M line. I may or may not have picked this because I had a ×5 anniversary for the E-50, but anyway, I think really it's honestly a great, it's a pretty solid line, like, that is after you get past the Panther and the Panther 2, which are not brilliant, but once you manage to get that maxed E-50, there are really some excellent tanks within the line, like E-50 and E-50M are both pretty awesome. They're like, they kind of function more or less like pocket heavies. As we tank those two shots, just to show you what I mean. But yeah, this upper plate, it's just going to bounce shells all day. And you know, I don't really have too much to talk about today, but so just something random. Man, am I getting sick of sushi. So like my university, so we've got this meal plan, right? So we have like dining dollars or whatever that we can use, but they expire at the end of the semester. And for me, this semester expires on like Monday of next week. And I've got like $200 or so to spend. So I've just been eating like non-stop sushi for the past couple of days, and I never thought I would say that I would get sick of sushi. It's super odd. Oh man, should probably relocate out of here. I can't really make any progress against those hold down tanks. Oh, that's unfortunate. I got hit by that Yug Panther. Might actually take another if I'm not careful. Already down to half HP. Oh wait, there's the Egg Tiger. See if I can actually take him out in this 1v1. Oh, there's a Kampfpanzer. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, E-50 does not take shots to the face well, because it does not have that much hard armor. And that Yagtig will go through with AP shells all day, every day. Oh, can I save? Oh, I do not. I'm not able to save my Yug Panther buddy. Oh, this 1390 is probably going to kill me now. Unless I make him to bounce a shell. No, I think he might be clipped out, actually. Oh, just kidding. I am dead to that Kampfpanzer. Oh, we had such good positioning on the enemy, but I think our team just got a little too static. Hi, Doc. I think you might... No, there's some other people watching as well. So, to all those of you who just joined, welcome to my crappy stream. Yeah, I am streaming. Alright, so we are playing random tanks within the E-50M line today, so I'm just going to go ahead and make all the tanks I intend on playing primary, so it'll be a little easier to sort through later. Oh man, they made the VK 30.02M an enriched, or what's it called, a collector tank. That's weird. Honestly, of like all the tanks they could have made a collector tank, why is it 30.02M? That's so random. I don't know. I don't know, WG. Anyway, we're going to go with the Panther next. Speaking of Panthers, I actually forgot to add the Panther 2 in, even though I'd like to acknowledge that that tank doesn't exist because it's garbage. I am most certainly not watching. No, you are not watching. Actually, that's your decision. You could be watching. You could not be watching. I have no way of knowing. You could just be listening to my voice. Although honestly, like, speaking of like listening to voices, I don't know why, but I just can't stand the sound of my voice on recording. Like, I think it's not just me. I feel like other people also have this issue where, like, when you hear your voice on recording, it just sounds terrible. I don't know. That might just be me. So, like, whenever you have to like watch a recording of yourself, it's awful. So, editing is such a painful process. Oh man, this Normandy map. I have to say it is definitely one of the more visually impressive maps that they've added to this game. Although I still don't understand how to play it. Because, like, for the most part, this map is pretty open. It's a lot more open than any other maps that WG has made, so I feel like that tends to lend itself to somewhat static play. I'm going to try not to get nuked by this SU, but apparently, like, the cap area is a pretty nice spot to hold down, as long as you can get like some sort of cover fire from your team. Although in this case, if that glacial presses me, I could be in a lot of trouble. Actually, if this SU-152 presses me, I'm still in trouble. Yeah, getting shot in the face for 640 is not ideal. Oh, thanks team for all holding up in the corner. That's cool. Looks like this will be a very quick one-way trip back to the garage. That is a pretty poor play from me, considering it is a Panther. I should have been just sitting in the back line. That was kind of sketchy. Yeah, I think it is a human thing, because, like, you know, I think I read something on, like, why do you hate the sound of your voice? Because, like, when you're speaking and you, like, don't hear yourself on recording, then you like, you can kind of, like, hear, like, the intonations of your throat. So, like, your voice feels a lot deeper, like, when you're talking, but then when you listen to it back, it's missing a lot of those qualities. So, like, a lot of that acoustic property is lost. And so, we're going up to tier 8 now, as per RNG. And speaking of RNG, so I'm not sure if you guys read my massive rant on the forums earlier today. Oh man, WG is adding the T22 medium. So, like, I never bothered to check the stats until, like, today. And oh man, the T22 medium is game breaking. It's pretty much just like a better version of the E-50M, which is already the highest performing medium tank in the game. Or at least for 55% to 65% players. So, like, the fact that they're, like, adding in a tank that's just flat out better is dumb. Because, like, so basically the T22 medium, it's about the same speed as the E-50M. But, okay, I know where the Young Panther is now, and looks like my team isn't contesting the hill. But what makes the T22 medium so overpowered is the armor profile. It's ridiculous. So, like, the sides are sloped in at 60 degrees along the entire tank. So, like, if you know, like, how it is shooting at the side of an IS-7, well, it's like that, except there are no tracks that you can aim at where there's flat armor underneath. The whole thing is sloped. So if you catch, so unless you have an angle that's 35 degrees better than normal, you're going to bounce. If I weren't streaming, I'd show you guys what that looks like on video, but I mean, it's terrible. Like, you could have pretty much very close to a flat side shot, and you're not going to pen that tank. Moreover, the T-22 medium has got, like, it's got, like, an invincible turret, which is also kind of stupid for a medium tank. And if that tank uses all 60 degrees gun depression, there's just no way you can pen it anywhere like hull front, turret front, nothing. And then, so like game-breaking tank, that's bad, right? But to make things worse, like it's only going to be in crates, I'm pretty sure. And like if you haven't watched, like E-50M made a video on how he feels about crates, and I've got that exact same opinion. Just except like it's not even just that it's like a crate tank, it's like a game-breaking tier 10 crate tank that may or may not get nerfed. It's just okay, did I say anything? I don't know what I said to that guy. Anyway, salty kid aside, it's like we're going back to the E50. But yeah, it's like the T22 medium, honestly, it's honestly going to kind of break tier 10, especially at tournaments. Like, it's just going to be whoever has more T22 mediums because it's so fast, and it also has armor like a heavy, and then it's got the DPM of like an actual medium tank. Like the only tanks with better DPM are like the two actual Soviet mediums, like the T-62 and the Object 140, and then the Leopard 1, which is really kind of not great. Yeah, I'll do the Panther 88 after this, I guess. That'd be cool. And speaking of which, I should probably be playing the game. That would be cool, instead of sitting AFK and spawn and reading the chat. But yeah, T22 medium. No bueno, WG. And also, knowing how WG works, like, that takes, what is it? WG takes like 2 patch cycles to fix broken balance. So, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of just predatory from WG, but I think that's enough negativity. Because honestly, like, E-50M made those 2 videos today, and I feel like negativity on YouTube is just kind of not brilliant. Speaking of negativity on YouTube, oh man, the YouTube Rewind video just broke, however, it's like 9 million dislikes or something, and it's now the most disliked video on YouTube. Like, sure, it's kind of cringy, but I don't really get what's all that bad about it. Like, I get that some people like might be upset that like it's cringy, and B, like they didn't include like the whole T-Series versus PewDiePie drama thing or whatever, but is it really 9 million dislikes bad? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something here. I probably am. But that's just my quick take on YouTube Rewind 2018. Oh man, the E-50M is so dandy. This gun is just like a laser with that .3 accuracy. Look at that, threading the needle on that PTA. Especially when you get this thing fully kitted out. Oh, it's great. Fortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything about these IS-3 turrets. Ah, he backed down just in time. Hello there, Centurion 1. So right now I'm also going to be, for those of you who like watching my garbage, I'm also working on the 3rd episode in the series for Watt Blitz University. And something I've noticed about making videos, it's so hard to find like actual good replays, because a lot of like the high damage replays are kind of boring. It's just me sitting in one spot farming potatoes. So I don't really know if, so like A, you don't really learn a whole lot from watching that gameplay, and B, it's not super dynamic. But the thing is, with the nature of Blitz, in order to have those high damage games, you have to be firing constantly. And if you're firing constantly, it also means that you're not spending time relocating. So a lot of the high damage games in Blitz are just sitting in one spot. So it's just so hard to find a quality replay that I can use that actually demonstrates like proper gameplay. And moreover, like, I feel like if I don't use quality gameplay, like those high damage games, then it doesn't look so impressive, because I feel like there's sort of this arms race when it comes to like damage, how like you see all these, like a lot of the other Blitz YouTube channels are just like replays. So I feel like all those replays are probably like desensitize people to just these huge amounts of damage. Like, you can go on to these channels and find like 7, 8K damage games. It's just absolutely ridiculous. All right, let's roll. See what the next tank is. Okay, back to the Panther. Maybe I can redeem. Actually, you know what? I'll go with what Dan Deerso said, and let's play the Panther 88, because at least that'll make me credits. Oh man, 10 million dislikes on that YouTube Rewind 2018 video. I don't get it. Although at this point I feel like it's probably just peer pressure more than anything, because I think I also disliked the video too, just because, you know, original thought is for the birds, dude. So I disliked it because, you know, like, why not? Also, speaking of YouTube and peer pressure, you should also subscribe to PewDiePie and support him in his fight against Tier Series, which I also don't entirely understand, but, you know, I'll just go poking my nose in business that I don't really understand, because that sounds like a good idea to me. Oh man, oh, I spotted. I don't understand. Because generally on this map, I never really play this side. I only decided to go here because my team decided to lemming train here. How many updates has it been and I still haven't figured this map out? I always do the same stupid push along the right side and hope that no one runs into me. Although when people do run into me, it usually goes poorly, as anyone who's been on my team can attest. Don't really know how I missed that E-50. Come on, RNG. But yeah, German mediums, great. And I don't know, rambling is hard, but so I'm just gonna lay some fire onto that E-50. So also, like, if there's any kind of videos you'd like to watch me make, then feel free to give me some suggestions. I've got some other different kinds of ideas I'd like to try. Like, I think one video I'm going to try and do is I'm going to, like, go back and I'm going to kind of like break down how Twister Cup went, like the strategies of the different teams, because I feel like a lot of the kind of the strategic play gets lost in translation over all of the shouting by Bushka and Skate. Like, I think they do a good job for what it is, especially live, like, because I feel like what WG wants, what makes them good commentators that WG likes, is they've kind of got that high energy, which I feel like appeals to a fairly large portion of the player base. But I also think that there are people out there who would kind of like to know kind of the strategy behind a lot of what went on at Twister Cup. So I think I'd like to make a video breaking that down if you guys would be interested. And of course, if that sounds boring as heck to you, please let me know in the chat. Oh, I have no idea how that Centurion 7-1 bounced off me. That is wonderful. Might actually get one more shot out unless that T-34 reloads before I can find the shell. Nope, I just whiffed it like a scrub. Alright, what's next? I did roll the Panthers, so I guess we'll go with that for now. But, you know, I don't know, there's just been all this negativity surrounding wargaming recently, like, especially on PC, because I'm not sure if you guys watched Quickie Baby's video, but basically they're putting up all these kind of like stupid OP tanks and crates for like a 1% chance. And, you know, it just really goes to show you that I feel like Blitz is actually just WG's test bed for PC. So I'm willing to put money down on the line that all of our low tier changes like we got in 5.5 are probably going to hit PC pretty soon as well, considering I think they just made some changes to PC at low tiers. Yeah, they added in the bots thing, I guess, because I think PC definitely struggles much more than Blitz does as far as like early player retention. Like, I tried re-rolling on PC, I think it was like about a year ago. It's so hard to get into because just there's so many seal clubbers and like the T67 with like 6 skill crews, and you're trying to grind out like your stock tier 3, and it's just horrific. Because especially in PC where like view range is like a huge deal, and without Sixth Sense, oh, it's just terrible. So like that's kind of like one of the reasons why I highly sympathize with kind of that push to make things easier on new players in Blitz, because like experienced players just have so many advantages over new players, which definitely make it harder to get into. And I think a lot of people kind of subscribe to the mindset like, oh, if they were having such a hard time, they would just get better. And like, yeah, but no, not many players are willing to like right from the get-go put in the effort it takes to become a better player. Like if you're bad at a game, most of the time you just quit for an easier game. So that's why I kind of disagree with that logic. Like, oh, dumbing down the low tiers makes the player base worse. Like, I would rather have a player base than no player base. That's just kind of like the way I look at it. So I guess that's kind of my opinions on low tier changes. Man, I don't even know how I jumped to that topic. But I guess we'll have to see what happens. And honestly, so I did roll the E-50M next, but like if these low tier changes are going to work, then I feel like WG needs to invest in the growth now. So like unless WG is investing into like an ad campaign or something, like low tier changes are going to be fine and dandy. It's just I think they should try and invest more into like taking full advantage of kind of like this little gap where a lot of the Seal Clubbers have just quit. Like before, like we can create like a new generation of Seal Clubbers, so to say. I think now would be the optimal time for WG to step in and like really make a marketing push or something. But here's the E-50M. This is the top of the tree for this line. I remember like back before the buffs, E-50M was, well, I was not a fan because it was basically just like taking a tier 9 into a tier 10 match. But now after all the premium ammunition nerfs, like the equipment changes, the turret armor buffs to the E-50M, the ROF and the gun depression buffs, like E-50M is really good now because it is that really pocket heavy that you're looking for when you play those German meds, because it has so much armor. Like they're not going to pen the turret unless they load heat ammo. And then also like you've got that awesome upper plate that you can just angle. So yeah, you can use the E-50M and it really just brawls. And oh man, what happened to that E-100? He just got deleted. That was unpleasant to watch. Oh, hello, heavy tanks who have really soft backsides. So, in case you guys are wondering what kind of equipment I run on my E-50M, I run it pretty much for a brawling setup. So I think I've got calibrated shells because that way you can get that awesome 330 millimeters of heat pen. And then, oh gosh, I think I have vertical stabilizers and also GLD because like the E-50M actually technically has the worst gun handling of all the tier 10 meds. It's 0.14/0.14 if I remember correctly. So the vert stabs and the GLD definitely do help that out. And then I also run, well, it's a really unfortunate bounce, but I also run the extra HP, as you can see, and the engine power boost, just because it is the worst power to weight ratio of all the tier 10 mediums. Why, hello there, Mr. T30. But this is what I'm talking about. You can just take the E-50M and it just brawls like a heavy. It's so straightforward to play. You just kind of like roll up to people and trade shots. Although that's also kind of how I describe the 263. But yeah, the E-50M, in addition to being able to like brawl with heavies, you can also like flank with that mobility. Oh, everybody on my team got 1 kill each. That's not something you see every day, really. Alright, what next? So I'm going to read the chat, but I also managed to lose the chat. Here it is. Super Bowl's around the corner for advertising. oh man, if WG is going to put out Super Bowl ads, okay, I just rolled a 10 again on the random number generator, so I guess we're going back with E-50M, but oh man, WG's Super Bowl ads last year were so cringy. So cringy. Because, like, WG's target audience is, like, 30 to 40-year-old men, but the ads were so cringy. Like, I don't even know what the target audience for those ads was. It was just bad. Honestly, that was just the biggest waste of however many $1 million it costs for a Super Bowl spot. God, it was just so cringy. Let's not even go there. It was, if I'm being honest, like, it was way cringier than YouTube Rewind 2018, which is definitely going to become a meme in the near future. Actually, I think it already is a meme, so for what it's worth. All right, left or lose. Well, you know what, buddy? They got 4 mediums and 1 light tank, so I bet you they've got no one over here. And would you look at that? I get to sit on the camp. And even if they had tanks over here, I'm in an E-50M, like, I would be able to outbrawl pretty much anything I'd expect over here, like that E-75 or the E-4. Speaking of E-75s, I guess now it's time to really prove my worth and put my money where my mouth is. Let's try and outbrawl this E-75. Of course, with the heat ammo, because this is tier 10. Speaking of heat ammo and tier 10, I don't understand the people who just whine about gold spam. Like, especially like on, oh shoot, I'm toasted. There's nothing I can do about that 140. But like, I honestly don't understand why people whine about gold spam. Like, they honestly expect like their E100 to just be invincible. That's what they want. And I just think that's so dumb. Because, like, believe it or not, WG in fact does balance around people using heat ammunition. But people just have this expectation that, oh man, if I play my big bad E100, no one should be able to pen me. Like, no, just because people shoot gold at you does not mean that your armor is irrelevant. I think Tank Eating Tiger's watching the stream. I think so. He may or may not be. I don't know. Let's just accept the invite, because why not? Also, if you people want to like hit me up with platoon invites, feel free and I'll take them. Like, oh man, especially if you watch like any comments on like any Watt PC videos that show anyone shooting gold, oh man, the salty comments. It's like, oh man, I quit because gold made armor irrelevant. Like, no, gold does not make armor irrelevant. Like, it just means that like you have to depend on like better positioning. Because like with the E100, even if people like shoot gold at you, if you angle your turret correctly, it shouldn't matter. You should still be able to bounce shells regardless of how much heat they sling at you. Oh, well, I guess it's better in Blitz because our heat ammunition does less damage. Is Tank Eating Tiger here? I don't know. Should I wait for him? Or should I not wait? I always feel so bad like accepting a platoon and then like, oh, hi Tank Eating Tiger, you are watching the stream. Hello. So we're playing tier 8 because that's what I rolled for the random number generator. And yes, Dan Deerso's got it correct. That is exactly how so many players view premium ammunition. Higher penetration. Oh man. Yeah. Like, oh please. Like, you're playing a tier 10 super heavy. As if you expected anything different. Well, dudes, that's a new one. It's like the first time. Okay, it's not the first time, but it's a really uncommon occurrence. And someone actually calls the correct direction. Okay, so maybe that was a little bit of a cheeky move going up and over like that. But you know what? It worked out. They bled more HP than we did. Alright, how's tank doing? Is that Darka? Oh, it is Darka, okay. Oh, man. Because if there's one thing I love dealing with, it's super Unicums at tier 7. Not that he can really do much in that Bulldog in this frontal fight, so I guess I'll just tunnel vision him. Also, speaking of tunnel vision, like a lot of Unicums especially complain about tunnel vision. And honestly, like I definitely think some of it's warranted, but I feel like people definitely overestimate how much they're actually being tunneled. And even if they are being tunneled, like, it is technically the smart play from the other team. Like, if you're worse than a guy, and you just trade your hit points 1 for 1 against someone who's better than you, like, that puts your team in a better position to win. So, like, even if you are tunneling, I don't want to condone it, because I feel like that's going to make some people salty. But it is technically the smart play if some 40%er just throws away his tank but also manages to kill you in the process. It's super frustrating being on the receiving end of that. But you know, it is technically the smart play. I just feel, I don't know, I feel bad condoning that. So, don't do as I say, do as I do. Just totally invert that. Nice shooting from my team. That's 7-0. You know, speaking of 7-0, oh man, I just like ripping on all these stereotypes. I'll have to make a stereotypes video. That's honestly what I should do next. Just because there's so many stereotypes out there. So we're going tier 6 next. And then after this one, like I'll try and stick to my rule of 2. Like that rule of 2 for the Sith. I'll go 2 rounds in a platoon, and then I'll dismiss it to see if anyone else wants to have a go at it. But like, a lot of people like complain about the steamrolls in Blitz, and it's understandable. Like, there are a lot of like steamrolls, like 7-0, 7-1, 7-2. But the thing is, like, just because of how this works, how like every time you lose a gun, like you lose that gun's ability to deal damage, like it's got this domino effect, right? So actually, like, there's a name for it. It's like Lanchester's square laws, if you haven't ever heard of that before. But basically, if you go by Lanchester's square laws, like if you just have like 7, if you model it mathematically with Lanchester's square laws, it's something like 46%, I think. 42%, something like that. Like, of all games, you should expect to be 7-0, 7-1, or 7-2. So, actually, like, steamrolls are just kind of the way this works. Unless like WG specifically has matchmaker balance the teams to be more even, as long as teams are random, you should expect steamrolls. It's just kind of a sad truth. And also, WG looked into steamrolls on PC as well, and they came to the conclusion that autoloaders cause faster games. So I think autoloaders are partially to blame for steamrolls, because they're able to deal so much damage so quickly to like one target and just take it out of the game, which kind of helps kickstart that Lanchester's square law into motion right away. So, yeah, blame math and autoloaders for steamrolls. I know that's kind of a weird conclusion. Am I playing? No, I'm playing a slightly different position than I was earlier. Oh man, it's so weird playing a tier 6 and 7 because like people sit in the open like this and you can just kind of farm them. Honestly, VK 30.02M I think was actually my first tier 6 tank ever. And at the time I didn't like it because like you look at like tanks like KV1S, or I looked at tanks like KV1S back in the day, because like KV1S deals like 3 times the damage as this thing in a single shot with more penetration. Oh, I just got shot in the face by that. As anyone heard why that was unpleasant. But now that I've revisited the VK 30.02M a couple times, it's actually kind of fun. Like, it's pretty accurate. It's got some hit points. And it's got some mobility. You can make it work. Obviously, it's no Cromwell Berlin. But you know, it's a fun little tank, and also it's got that historical Panther look. And honestly, I just kind of love the way that a lot of the historical tanks look. Because if you ask me, like, what I would really love to see is, like, you know how like Kuro has like a historical Tiger loadout at tier 6. Like, I would love to have like a historical Panther loadout at tier 6. And also, I think I've said this before, but like a historical M48 Patton at tier 8, that would be excellent. Because, like, look at those German lines, they're so nice, except if you made it like the Panther, because the Panther model just looks a little bit more detailed than the 30.02M, which, like, on 30.02M, everything is just kind of flat and kind of gray and kind of boxy. The Panther just has a lot nicer lines, at least with the stock turret. I'm not really a huge fan of the way the Schmal term looks on the Panther one. And also, the 7.5 L100 just looks comically ridiculous on that tank. Speaking of which, it's not quite as ridiculous as the 88cm L100, 8.8cm L100 on the E-50. But you know what? I'll have to put that on during the stream just for the memes. That gun is so long. Like, it doesn't even fit in the garage. Like, on one screen in the garage, it's so ridiculously long. So, I'm going to leave Tank... Okay, Tank's still alive, but I'm going to leave him in this battle. Sorry, Tank. So I can just quickly throw on that 88cm. Or 88mm. Like, look at this barrel. Holy cow, it's like the length of the tank. It's absolutely ridiculous. And even though, like, I think the Gorilla's gun is technically the longest, just like the gun on the E-50 just looks longer because of how skinny it is. Because, like, the Gorilla, like, the turret's rear mounted, and, like, the gun is kind of thick. So, like, just to compare it, like, where's the Gorilla? So, like, here's the Gorilla. Like, it looks long, but, like, it just doesn't really have, like, the same kind of comical feel to it because, like, the E-50 has, like, more of a front-mounted turret, so it just sticks out so far past the front of the tank. It looks like no one else has sent me in a platoon invite, so if Tanky and Tiger wants to send it back, I'll be cool with that. Alright, let's roll for the next tank I'm going to play. Oh my god, I have too many tabs. If any of you have ever seen my screenshots on Discord, I have like a million tabs. Put 30.01p next to Kuro and Tank, compare, like fraternal twins. I don't know, like, I guess they're kind of like twins, because they both have like the 88, except one tank is garbage. That would be the Kuro, one isn't. What did I even roll with my random number generator? I rolled 8. Alright, let's go with the Panther 88. Every time I roll tier 8, I'll switch off between the Panther 2 and the Panther 88. Because you know what, that's close enough, right? And it'll make me some credits, even though I don't really need credits, because WG is not giving me many new lines recently to spend my credits on. But 30.01p, I remember really liking that when I played through it. Because, like, 30.01p, it's, like, just fast enough. Like, the alpha damage is actually really good for tier 6, especially for a medium. And then, like, it's actually got a really good turret. Overall, it's probably one of the better tier 6 mediums. So, if you haven't already gotten 30.01p, highly recommend it. And the tank after the Tiger P is also excellent. And after that, I think the options get more questionable. VKA is not brilliant. Oh, don't mind me, Tank. I'm just going to be a scrub. I'm going to pretend to be a Scorpion. Like, Scorpion G is based off the Panther. Panther 88 is based off the Panther chassis. They're both accurate, right? I can pretend to be a Scorpion G. Because I did not get Scorpion G because crates. Crates are terrible. And I just refuse to buy crates. No. So I'm just waiting for Scorpion G to probably come out in like the next couple months. Heck, it might actually be back for like this New Year's event. We'll have to wait and see. How did I get spotted? I I don't understand. Must have been that RU. But I guess Panther 88 is not a Scorpion G. But I also don't really want to commit anywhere yet. Because this tank is not super well armored for brawling. But man, that RU is a nuisance. Just leave me alone and let me be a clicker. Am I still spotted? I must still be spotted. Actually, I'm probably not spotted. He probably saw me drive up. I don't know. I've got some pretty nice replays of me sitting on the hill, just sitting in the back camping. If you guys want to watch my replays of quote-unquote dynamic gameplay. I've already said this before, but I would just love for Artie to be in Blitz so I can sit in the back of the spawn and click people. That's the dream. But now I actually have to do things, like actually press my W key to drive forward. What a travesty. Also, if you guys don't really use this don't really know about this position, this is an excellent spot because they can't actually climb up from the right side. They have to drive down that bridge of death that my mouse is holding, and then they have to climb up to dig you out. And also, you can just completely control this lower half if you play correctly, which I clearly cannot. As I struggle with my gun. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to drop down on this guy and see if I can pick him up. Nope. I'm going to take another one for this. Actually, I'll just get shot from multiple directions. Okay, that's kind of awkward. Because I have very little skill outside of camping and clipping. So, yeah. I guess Tank Eating Tiger is going to carry me now. I expect a win, Tank. If you don't win this, I'll be disappointed. I'm just teasing, obviously. And now he's stealing my spot. I see how it is. I see. Well, he's getting some nice shots in, so he is definitely showing you how to use this position a lot better than I did. All right, 1 versus 4. Can he do it? Well, I quick figure out what tank is next for me. Which, by the way, I just rolled tier 10, so we're going to be going back to the E-50M. Which, thankfully, is a tank that I'm not completely terrible in, unlike the Panthers. But this might mean this Yak Tiger has to climb up to actually get Tank Eating Tiger out of there. No, he has to be careful not to get shot. Actually, if he fades, he might be able to sneak a shot into that T-34. Or, not the T-34, the VK... No, the VK-100 and the T-34 are both in that river. So actually, Tank knows where all the enemies are. Both their tier 8s are in the river. The Yagtig is there, and then the T-95 is on the cap. Alright. Oh, HE from that BK-100 didn't pen. I don't like HE scumbags. Like, show some respect to that cardboard and driver's saliva. Okay, I completely misled you, Tank. I was not watching closely. That is my fault. Could have sworn the T-34 was in the river. Must have been wrong. But show that cardboard armor some respect and don't shoot HE at people in the front. That's just arrogant. And we're going to give you an effective player. It was a good try. All right, back to tier 10, and maybe I can not be dead weight this time. What server is this on? We're actually playing on the RU server. Rotate bump. So, in case you're wondering why all the comms are in Russian, which they are, you just think that we're speaking English. You're actually going crazy, but all of this is in Russian. You've just learned Russian overnight. Kind of like how Percy Jackson can read Greek, even though he doesn't realize it. Speaking of Percy Jackson, oh man, I've not really read or watched those movies. I think I may have watched the first one, but that was so long ago. Oh man, I remember a decade ago when like those Percy Jackson things were just all the rage. And my brother was super into them. I'm like, dude, like Rick Riordan just does the same thing. He just copy pastes the same storyline, and he just takes stuff from different mythologies. I'm probably gonna take some heat for that statement, but you know what? It's okay, because I'm super ignorant about those books because I haven't really read too many of them. Is there seriously no one on this left side? Oh, our medium tanks are toast. Rest in peace, STB-1. I honestly don't understand why medium tanks go to the rails. Like, please, like, you wouldn't go town in a medium, right? So why would you go rails? Just because your tank spawns there doesn't mean it's the best decision for you to make. Because, like, a lot of people don't realize this, but rails is secretly town in disguise. Because, like, think about it. It's just like, the rail cars are like buildings. They're just, like, straight up and down, right angle corners. And then, like, it's just, like, long alleys and corridors. Like, it's just a town. It's just the medium tanks spawn there for who knows why. I actually can't believe I'm capping on Himmelsdorf. This is kind of nonsense. I should probably be doing something more productive. Also, you guys totally didn't watch me attempt to get a shot on a dead tank for like a solid 5 seconds before I realized that he was actually dead. Ooh, that's a nice shot at that T-62. No, it's a T-54. I can't read today. I'm just completely out of it. You know, if I cap out on Himmelsdorf, that would be hilarious. I think it's actually quite possible if I don't get nuked by that 183. Rip tank eating tiger. I saw that 183, but I guess he must have missed it. I'm going to try and cap out. Because oh, that was a nice reset by him. So we're going to lose now. I should have been doing something more productive than capping. I just thought it would have been funny if I managed to cap. And honestly, I don't really want to go onto the rails because, like, they've got so many heavy tanks and TDs there. Oh, Hesh, I see. Oh, man. I should get off the cap now because I'm in a mega crossfire. I'm just flying like total potato today, although that is exactly as advertised. Potato commentary, potato gameplay. I'm sorry, Mr. STB-1, but you just YOLO down the rails and you died within the first 30 seconds. This is not just nubs, although admittedly you had me, a giant nub on your team. Alright, have I seen a Hallmark movie lately? No, I do not watch Hallmark movies. I mean, like, Hallmark movies are formulaic on purpose. Alright, has anyone sent me a platoon request? So, bear with me, Tanky and Tank. Yeah, it's just you, Tank. Oh man, does no one watch Platoon with me? No one wants to carry me. Feels bad, man. Oh yeah, I saw you drive in front of me and you took like 1,000 damage. That was a big rip. F for respect. Yeah, I can type my own in my own chat. F for respect. All right, we're going 10 again because this random number generator is definitely random. And in case you're curious, I'm just using random.org. So I would link that down in the description, but that's also the first result you get when you Google random number generator. So I feel like linking it would be unnecessary. 1400 from 183. Oh man, not only is that a hash pen, but that's also a high roll. Oh boy, someone from Rain on the other team. Don't stop Oni-chan. So in case y'all didn't know, Rain is like, it's like what happened when, pretty much like after Twister, I think like Pramo and Pincher like both imploded or something, and then they just took their best players and they all went to this new Rain clan. So I actually don't know who this 263 is. I think he just got a name change. I'd have to look him up on BlitzStars. And by the way, if you didn't know, like you can look up like someone's like past name and clan history on BlitzStars. It's like super dandy. Oh gosh. Oh, Tank is about to be in a lot of trouble. Oh, sorry there, Mr. Leopard. Well, I don't know what to do now. I guess I should attempt to shoot this leopard, but I don't really want to cross anywhere in front of that 263. And our team is also losing these trades, which is less than ideal. Yeah, we also can't leave because of the 263, so we're kind of stuck. Well, I get the feeling that now that they know that Tank is gone, they're going to start rushing. I wish I could like voice with this leopard and tell him to watch this left side. And I'll watch the right side. Because that E-50 is making a lot of really cheeky peeks that ought to be punished. Oh man, the 263 is there now. I actually have to do something. Nuts. Well, I think Tank made the smart play by leaving. I was hoping I could hold on here as long as possible while our heavy tanks hopefully had a numerical advantage on the enemy. I'm dead. Oh, nope, just kidding. I live for one more shell. Totally worth it. Maybe I can get a miracle bounce here. Ooh, I can get a miracle bounce. That's why I love the E-50. Like, you can kind of count on armor for miracle bounces, which is brilliant. Oh, so close. I tried to get a cheeky peek on that leopard. And actually, me and that leopard managed to bring it fairly close down there. Because they're both on one-shots. But our heavy tanks, on the other hand, did not deliver. Although I suppose that was to be expected because, you know, looking at the heavies we had, it's a 50B, a K91, and a 183. Those are pretty soft. And they went up against a Jagdpanzer, a Chieftain, and an FP heavy. So I guess it's really no surprise that they got wrecked. But I think the team can still do this. Do I want to watch this? Nah, because Tank died. I think the team can do it, but I also don't really know how much faith I have. Although I should have more faith in my teammates. When you Hessian IS-4 in your 183 from the front. I don't even know if the 183 can... I think the 183 can do that. He just has to hit the lower plate. Well, when you think about it, that's just kind of absurd. 183 should not have Hess shells. Like, that's just dumb. Like, take away the Hesh. Actually, that's unnecessary. That's just me ranting about 183s. Honestly, the 183 is mostly balanced. I just think the traverse speed is honestly ridiculous for that tank. It's like the highest at tier 10. Like the traverse, and it has a turret. And that just makes no sense to me, man. Alright, here we go. Tier 6. Alright, our team lost. That's a rip. Effective player for that Leopard 1. Nice shooting. 3k damage. The rest of the team, you're all bad. Alright, Normandy. Oh, it's Dan Deerso. Oh, Dan. You stream sniper. I see how it is. Maybe I should just run my stream at like a 30-second delay on purpose. Although I do like the user interaction, so I guess we'll just have to show this stream sniper. I see everything, Dan. Although you definitely see more than me because you can see where my entire team is going because you're on the stream. Although you see everything at like a 7 to 8 second delay or something like that. Although I think for some reason the delay varies. I don't get how the delay can vary, but oh man, all these other people are just so confused. Okay, Dan. I'm so sorry for subjecting Tank Eating Tiger to this cheating nonsense. I've got the audio. Oh man, my whole team is going to the beach. What are they doing? Oh man, team, don't go beach. So I guess, how does Dan even know when we're going into battle? I don't even think I mentioned that I was playing tier 6, but okay. But yeah, guys, in case Dan is wondering, my whole team is at the beach, even though we may or may not all be spotted out over here. Hi, Kuro. Oh, I somehow didn't pen that. If we lose, I have an excuse now. I'll just say that Dan stream sniped me, and it's definitely not because I'm playing like potato. Because if there's one thing I don't like to do, it's take responsibility for my actions. Because that's hard. But you know what? Even if I go down, maybe I can take out Dan with me. Definitely not tunnel vision. Although I wish I could tunnel vision a little bit harder because now I'm surrounded. Stinking leopard. Tank is annoying. Even though they nerfed it, it's still just kind of annoying to see all those hits on the screen. Oh boy, Mr. KB2, please let me live. Like just the constant white flashing hits is. They need an epilepsy warning for this game. I don't have epilepsy, but I feel like for people who do, taking hits from the leopard is not ideal. Well, then again, I think people with epilepsy probably should be playing many video games. I don't even know what happened. RIP. I feel like this map is just so much like World War I. From the few matches I played on it, like whichever team is like playing defensively can get a leg up on the enemy. And like it's just like open ground. And like a lot of the hills literally look like trenches. Okay, let's see what's next. Alright, back to tier 6. Oh man, this random number generator. Been playing so many repeat tiers, even though I think I've got five different options that I can roll. So actually, although I guess technically the odds of rolling a repeat are still 1 in 5. But I also feel like I've definitely rolled a repeat more than 1 in 5 times. Alright, dead rail. Oh boy. Man, I wonder what the deal is with the grave digger. Like, I know a lot of people really like it, but I don't know why. People just seem to really love those Halloween tanks. And just all the Halloween tanks, like Scavenger, Grave Digger, what else? Like Helsing. I honestly don't get the love for the Helsing. That's the tank I get the least. I'm not a fan of the Helsing. Oh, that's a lot of tanks. How many tanks do I have with me? Oh, I have 0. Maybe if I pretend that my team is here, it'll work. Oh no, I think the jig is up. Yeah, the jig is definitely up. Guys, Guys. Guys. Like, where is my team? What are they, like, I don't know what they're looking for, but whatever they're looking for is certainly not the tanks they're looking for. Because the tanks they're looking for are right here. Oh, that's unfortunate. I left that guy on 5 hit points. Oh, Mr. T-3485, look on your... Like, if these people would just, like, turn their view 90 degrees, they would see, like, all of the tanks. All of the tanks. And now we're going to lose. This is just... This... Like, I should probably put a mature content warning on this, because this is a brutal massacre. Not to be viewed by viewers under the age of 16. That was just ugly. I think Tank died. Yeah, Tank died. I'm going back to the garage. Alright. Okay, it says we're going back to 10, but... I don't get this random number generator. I feel like I've just been playing non-stop tier 6 and 10. Well, I suppose that makes sense. I feel like the one number I've like never rolled is like tier 7. Yes, having Dan Deercell on red is having a bad day. I fully agree with that statement. Although now I know he's audio only, I know what to do. I'll just feed him all sorts of nonsense information. And I'll also confuse the heck out of all the rest of my viewers. But you know what? If I can confuse the enemy for one win, it's worth it. Unless, of course, I don't win, then it's not worth it. Then I just confuse all my viewers for nothing. Oh man, so many medium tanks recently. For such a long time, there were not this many mediums at tier 10. Ooh, can I get up scot-free? Ooh, I can. No damage taken. That's so oh, I only have one tank destroyer too. That's really convenient. Because usually when you make that run, like, especially in the E-50M, like, you're going to get nuked by something. But see, the nice thing about the E-50M is, unlike a lot of mediums, like when I actually get on the hill, I can dominate the hill with all this armor and gun depression. Like, E-50M is like the definition of the kind of tank you would want on the hill, other than maybe the M48 Patton, I suppose. I should do something about that bot shot. And also try not to get shot in the face. See, where is that waffle? See? There he is. I think we should have this one in the... Oh my gosh. I'm making some terrible peaks right now. How is our team losing? Our team has some pretty nice positioning on them, though. But I kind of have to help that T-62 at some point. Because if that T-62 gets overrun, we're not going to be in a great spot. Oh, nice shot, Tank. Well, that's a good kill on that GPM-48. My team is actually getting it done. Don't you just love it when your teammates actually make up for you playing like a potato? It's just brilliant. Oh, no. Nuts. Completely forgot about that guy. That is my memory of a goldfish kicking in. I swear, I can't remember things for longer than 5 seconds. That's probably from the sleep deprivation from school. Oh. Okay, that's dying is bad. No, Tank is still alive, though. We got this. Hopefully. Someone just added me on Discord. Okay, that's someone from Triari. Oh, I think you guys can actually hear my Discord notifications, because I think the stream software records all the sounds on my computer. This one's actually close. If Tank dies, we might lose, though. In the meantime, I'm just going to quick roll the RNG and see what's next. Alright, tier 6. Okay, this RNG is definitely rigged. I should close my Discord so I don't get ad notifications, but yeah, I feel like I've just definitely been alternating between tiers 6 and 10. But we will be doing tier 6 next for all those of you who are stream sniping me. Looking at you, Dan. Oh, our T3 just popped up and took 2 to the face and didn't even fire. Come on, mate. Like, after you take 2 to the face, like, what more do you have to lose? This is painful to watch, and tank died, so I don't even know why I'm still watching this. Alright, let's play tier 6. Let's play some tier 6. The T30 is OP, but it's not OP when you drive up and over, take 2 to the face, and then don't shoot your gun. It's okay, tank. I mean, I choked pretty hard too. I just got shot for no good reason multiple times. Oh man, the only tier 7. I remember back in the day, back in +2, -2 matchmaking, if you were like the only top tier tank, oh man, you just had like a field day with all those -2 tanks. Thank goodness those days are gone. But I already ranted about that, I think last week, so I'm not going to rant on that this week. I'm going to attempt to stay focused. Not that my stream is ever focused. There's 4 tanks. Now what? I guess I'll go after this Jagdpanther. He seems kind of isolated. Although I am also isolated. So it's a 1v1. Oh, it might not be a 1v1. They have another tank destroyer out here. Oh, it's that stream sniper again. Oh yeah, Dan. There's also a KV2 coming for you. You should definitely like turn around and go somewhere else. Yeah, our team's KV2 is coming up right behind you. You just don't see him because your view range is bad, but I assure you he is there. Oh, I don't know how that bounced. Okay, this is super sketchy. I don't know if I can win this fight. Thank you, teammates. Let's do this. Oh, of course the Jagdpanther is still going to shoot at me, though. That's cool. Although if I drop the Jagdpanther, it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. And now let's go after this Cromwell. Oh man, this VK is such a lifesaver. He just comes in whenever. He's so convenient. Like, thank you, teammates. 122mm justice. Oh man. Oh, that was. I thought he was looking the other way. Oh, that was dumb. But you know what? It's okay. Because he's about to come to a very cruel death. What you get for playing? Of all the tanks to pick a tier 6, the Dicker Max is kind of a sketchy tank. How do you know it's not OP if you do that? Show us why it isn't. Alright, I shall show you why the T30 is not OP. If you drive up and over and take 2 to the face and don't shoot. As per viewer request. I'm very liberal with my definition of viewer request just because I need variety. And I should stop limiting myself to what tanks I can play. But I also don't want to constantly be running the mystery box stream because I feel like that theme is going to get very old very fast. So I'm going to try and keep them focused. But please send me tank requests so I can have an excuse to play something different. Some people They say they've got like issues adjusting between play styles, but I live for variety. I'm all about switching those play styles. When could you have... I assume you mean talk about picking the Dicker Max. It's kind of sketchy. I don't know, the Dicker Max is just kind of a sketchy tank. It's just like what happens when Germany decided they want to put a stubby 10.5 centimeter anti-tank gun on a Panzer IV chassis, and they're like, oh, we don't really want to pay for like an actual turret or like actual design or anything, so let's just make it look like an SPG and call it a tank destroyer. I don't know, man. German tanks in general are kind of sketchy. Almost as sketchy as the T-22 medium, which is fully like blueprint tank, but it's completely OP on the blueprint. So, oh, hello there, Mr. E-75. Oh, that's cute. He thinks he can side scrape. Hold up. I think that did 200 damage, 300 damage with high explosive. That is why you do not side scrape against tank destroyers. Well, you can side scrape against some tank destroyer, most tank destroyer players. Just don't side scrape against me because I will abuse the high explosive shells. HE ammo, best ammo. Because HE always does damage. Oh man, I remember back in the day when there were those players who would just shoot nothing but HE. Yeah, he may have killed my turret, but that's not going to stop me from shooting him in the face. I also don't really want to waste my repair kit quite yet, so I guess I'll wait for another module to get damaged or something, and then I'll fix it. Good night. Oh, tank died. That's kind of unfortunate, because that means I actually have to start shooting at these mediums now. Of course, I totally care about the fact that my teammate died, not that he's making me do extra work. Oh, my CDC also died. That's bad because now I have no one to watch me. Although my team is doing a pretty good job at laying in fire on these mediums. I think that... Oh, that's terrible shot. Come on, team. Why you do this to me? Oh, that PTA is still there. Are you serious? You gotta be kidding me right now. Oh, thank gosh that guy wasn't running the 122 or I would be dead right now. And he's circling me. I don't approve of your conduct. Come on. Oh, I missed. I'm dead now. I was hoping I could kill that PTA. GG. Honestly, like, it's not as bad as saying easy, but people who say GG after a win, especially if the win is 7-2, that's just kind of arrogant. Like, I don't know about you guys. I request E50. Oh, come on, 40%. Why you do this to me? Actually, no, I'm okay with that request because now I can play with the 88. Oh man, I was expecting to see the 10.5 and I clicked on it. I just saw the big long barrel and oh, that just cracked me up for a second. Luckily for me and Dan, I do not have the FCM Pack 36, so you cannot make me suffer. Nice try though. And also, I don't play below tier 6. Because, oh, it's Triari players. Hi guys. I don't know if they're watching the stream, but if they're not, they should be. So I'm definitely going to plug for myself. Oh, and it's Dan. Are you guys watching my stream? If not, you should. I'm definitely going to plug for myself in battle. And then, of course, hashtag just do it. Because Why would you not add sketchy corporate slogans? I didn't actually know that Judy had one. If Judy's streaming, I should definitely has a stream. I'll link that in the description. I'll try to find it at least. Okay, time to start actually shooting at people. Oh, screw you, man. Am I not allowed to have a friendly conversation in battle? I can fight and chat at the same time. Here, watch this. I'll shoot Judy, and then they'll say hi. Just as case in point. See, I can shoot and fight. Although I did 193 damage. Because I'm using the 88. I think I faded. Where is the enemy? Come out and play. Play with my big long barrel. No innuendo intended. Actually, who am I kidding? Innuendo definitely intended. Maybe I'll actually have to put on that age restriction warning. Because admittedly my stream is not super family friendly. I think it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's definitely not the best. Oh, hi, Mr. Waffenträger. He seems to forget that his turret is rear-mounted. Oh, I was hoping I could perma-track him there. And also, I just remembered how much I hate dealing with tanks that have low alpha. So I'm going to take this off. Because the rate of fire is good, but it's not quite fast enough to perma-track. See, they managed to put their tracks on, about a second before I finish the reload. And that's kind of awkward, because I always feel like I can take the tracks off with the next shot, but because they fixed the tracks literally a second before I had the shell available, it throws me off. So that was kind of an awkward miss on that T-26. I guess that's what I get for being greedy. But yeah, I'll definitely remember to link Judy's stream in the description. And somehow I remembered to link all the things I wanted to link in my last description for the stream, so I'll definitely remember this time. Alright, nice shooting, team. The long 88 over the 10.5. Oh, come on, 40%. The long 88 is cool for the memes, but it is basically just worse than 10.5 in every way, other than raw rate of fire. But the DPM is worse. I've also forgot to hand out my upvotes. Oh man, they had it rough. No one on their team did above 1k damage. Alright, let's roll the RNG. 7. Alright, we're playing the Panther. Also, I need to change the camo on my Panther to the free camo. I love this free camo. This free camo is honestly the best. And it's also a good way to low-key flex on people who don't have it. Play Panther. Too late, Zebra. I'm already playing the Panther. Oh man, you people trying to troll me. You must take great pleasure in just watching me suffer. Thanks, guys. Although I suppose that explains why Dan keeps trying to stream snipe me. Oh man, I forgot to upvote Dan last game. I totally forgot he was in the battle. My bad, Dan. Although I think I ran out of votes, so that's a big rip. Oh, I wish WG would just give us some HD models though. That would be nice. And then instead of because like PC has HD models, but they also like they just added in like their version of attachments, which actually looks super sweet. Like if I don't know what they're called on PC, but they've got like skins for like the Batchat, the Gorilla, and like a couple other tanks, and they look so sweet. Especially on top of the HD models, like they're just gorgeous. And I wish like I wish like our attachment system was like that. Like if you're going to give us attachments, don't just like give us like one fire extinguisher and charge us like $20 for it, because that's stupid. Like give us like, oh man, how did I bounce? But give us like some actually like well-made attachments. Like that would be like worth like however much extortionary amount of money you want to charge for it is. Like seriously, like some of the attachments are literally just like, oh, we added this really stupid looking eagle on top. Now pay us money. Like if you want to earn money, you got to do a little bit more effort than that. Oh, rest in peace, our town tanks. No, is that? Oh, there is a tank destroyer back there. Why is there always someone in that back corner? I don't understand. It's such a sketchy position. I love how they say it took 5 of you to get me. Well, no, it took 5 of us because we wanted to do it quickly. Like, it definitely would have taken us fewer tanks. It's just we didn't... Like, why would you not bring as many tanks as you can to a fight? Speaking of which, so, like, the chieftain from WG has, like, this great video on, like, myths about American armor. Like, so we've all heard that myth, like, oh, it took, like, X amount, like 6 Shermans or like X amount of Shermans to kill a tiger. I think it was 6 in the video. Okay, I can't believe I didn't pen with HE on that Borsig. That's kind of sketchy. But like, so like apparently like one of the reasons for that myth is because like that's how large like an American tank platoon was. Okay, I died. That's a rip. And then so like the reason why it took like 6 quote unquote 6 Shermans to kill a tiger is because like that's how many tanks were in an American tank platoon. You attack everything with 6 tanks. And it's not like, oh, it's just a Sturmgeschütz. We're only going to send like 2 guys after him. No, you send the whole platoon. So how this relates back, I guess, like when you're the only guy on the hill and like my entire team happens to come upon you while you're on the hill, like did it technically take us 5 tanks? Sure, but did we need 5 tanks? Probably not. And then he's gonna go and brag. Now, and of course he's bragged about it in chat, because the people who fail to understand that concept are also the same kind of people who brag about it in chat. Because, you know, why not? Well, that's a nice shot from the Borsig. Our team could actually win this if the mod 1 kills the Borsig here. Although, I guess we'll watch. No, he died, so we're not watching anymore. But I should also link that chieftain video in my description. So now I have to remember to link 2 things. Judy's stream and also that chieftain video. A sickly looking buzzard. I didn't... You know, I bet that guy said GG, but he also probably left before that battle ended because he stopped saying things, I think. Alright, let's roll the RNG and see what's up next. And also, I forgot to dismiss this platoon. But also, no one wants to platoon with me, so I don't even know why I keep dismissing this platoon. Because I'll just end up inviting him back. Like, you people. Okay, there we go. He's back. Alright, back to tier 6. Oh man, I feel like I keep playing the same tanks over and over. But I bet for those of you who have been keeping count, I bet you it's coming up pretty close. I think Doc is watching the stream, so in 2 battles. Oh, I didn't get to type it in chat. Rip. Alright, I think Doc is watching. Actually, yeah, if Doc is watching the stream, then I can just tell him I'll play him in 2 battles. So that'll be the test. If he sticks around for 2 battles, I'll hit him up with that platoon request. That's my way of knowing if he's actually watching my stream or not. Blaze WZ. Also, luckily for me, Dan, I also do not have the Blaze. You can try to make me suffer, but you have to pick tanks that I actually have. Although, honestly, like, you're honestly just getting really unlucky, because when I've got a garage with like 300 some tanks, like, you're picking all the tanks that I don't have somehow, and it's kind of sketchy. Oh my gosh, Dan is in this battle. Of course, Dan. I don't know, man. Paper. Actually, it seems like it would be fun for like the first 2 battles, and then I feel like it would get frustrating. Damn, Daniel. Oh, I just realized I'm playing against tier 5s. It's so weird to be playing against tier 5s. I haven't been high tiered. I don't even remember how many times I've been high tier in this stream. It's the classic duel, the Sherman versus the Panther. Although, of course, we all know who ought to win this battle. Clearly the superior German tank, who also needs to hit his shots. Oh my gosh, are you serious right now, RNG? 2 hit points? Oh, for 2, so... Oh, that's a KB2. No. No, sir. Actually, no, he's not even running the big gun. Maybe he just got it. But that's kind of weird. It's not every day you see the KB2 with the 107. But oh man, the KB2 with the 107 used to be a tier 5 on PC. Is that another KB2 with the... What are the... They're not even platooned. Like, what are the odds that both KB2s are using the 107? This is like a double rainbow here, guys. Probably rarer than a double rainbow, because I think you can just make a double rainbow with like a garden hose. Although I feel like if you're running the 107 on the KV2, you've probably also got the intelligence of a garden hose. Unless you're doing it for the memes or your stock. But 2 guys, I assure you one of them has the intelligence of a garden hose. Although one of them actually did a lot of damage, so I guess this is our man with the intelligence of a garden hose. This is the greatest insult. I'm going to start calling people garden hoses now. Okay, so Doc is indeed watching the stream. Alright, Doc, you have proved yourself worthy. Alright, we're playing tier 10 again. I feel like we only play tier 6 and 10. If someone's keeping track, like, someone please tell me that's not just me, and that I am indeed only playing tier 6 and 10. Oof, this platoon matchmaking tier 10 takes so long. I played like one tier... I think I played like 2 battles at tier 7. And I think I played like 3 at tier 8 and 2 at tier 9. Although I feel like I've definitely played like 5 or 6 at tier 10 and like 4 or something at like tier 6. So I guess it probably is not just me, and I am endlessly playing tiers that just tiers 6 and 10. Although that might just be selective memory. With me, I can never be too sure. Has it really only been 15 seconds in the matchmaker? Or did Tank Eating Tiger like exit out while I was reading the chat? Because it definitely does not feel like it's only been 20 seconds in the queue. Anyway, guys, if you're watching, you should totally bail me out of this queue and platoon at tier 10 so I can get into a match. Run the E-25. Yes, I will run the E-25. E-25, the thing is, like, it's like the one tank I have a difficult time switching in and out of. Like, with E-25, like, you gotta run it, like, for me at least, I have to run it, like, several times before, like, I get a feel for the tank. Because it's just so unique. With that rate of fire. in the camera range, but like because the equipment changes, everyone just runs optics now, and it's kind of obnoxious because now they can spot you from like a million miles away. All right, Tank. If we have to wait past 30 seconds, we'll just back out, and I'll play the E-25, and maybe we can get a match then. Although hopefully the delay is not so long that you'll actually be able to hear that by the time we're in queue for 30 seconds. But then again, you are the one running the platoon, so I guess I'm completely at your mercy. Maybe this is matchmaking sign that it's time to stop playing Tier 10. All right, let's play E-25. Hopefully we'll get a match. Also, this might be me just being mega superstitious, but I feel like whenever matchmaking takes a million years to try and find a match for you, like those are the matches you know that you're going to lose. That's when matchmaking is specifically trying to stack your teams. I know I'm a tinfoil hat scrub, but I have my just quirks. I guess we all have our own silly little beliefs. Because you know what, being scientific is hard, and that would require me to go against my human nature. Wonder if anyone's here. I'm running camo net though, so I probably won't even spot them. Oh, there's no one here. That's convenient. Oh, just kidding. There's people. Oh, I'm spotted. Oh man, this tank is so short I can't even see over that ledge. Alright, it's camp time. I can't even hit that. Oh man, this is so weird being this short, because normally I'm used to being able to shoot down into that basin where that Dracula just crossed, but this tank is so short. Oh my god, of course their entire team crosses over the second I look away. And then I get shot in the face by... Who shot me in the face? It must have been that T-34-1. I do not appreciate getting shot in the face. Oh man, there's no good places to snipe on this map. Which is kind of dumb because I also don't really have the alpha damage to brawl like a normal TD. Maybe I can catch out that Gravedigger with a couple shots. Oh, I can also catch out this T-29. Oh, Gravedigger's back. Ooh, leave me alone. You too, Mr. Dracula. Leave me alone. Well, I guess if you're not going to leave me alone, we can play the... Oh, I see how it is. Bully the little E-25. No, can't say I didn't see that coming, because if you've ever watched WG's RNG videos for PC, there's just so many clips of people bullying the E-25 like that. Feels bad, dude. Feels bad. Also feels bad like this team because we just got wrecked. And now I know the chat is going to call me a scrub for going town. But I like town. And I think this guy is a dead driver. Alright, let's roll the RNG again. Alright, it's 2 games, so let's get Doc Blue in here. Do I want to voice it, Doc? Because... No, I don't. Actually, should we feature Doc? I don't know. So I'll just quick tell him that if we VC, everyone will hear you on stream K. I think he's okay with that, though. And let me just quick get Discord pulled up, and also I need to roll the RNG to see what tank we're going to play. 9. Alright, something new. But it also means that I have to spend the time to switch out the gun on the E-50. No, if he won't talk, then... if he's not going to talk, that's kind of... Oh, real-time hearing me. Actually, yeah, that's smart. So, I'm going to quick throw the 105 on this E-50. Actually, I'm going to need more gold than that because I'm a filthy gold spammer. Oh my gosh, I can't even find this voice channel. Anyway, Doc, I'll be in the Platoon Room 1 on the live server. Okay, now he can real-time VC. And I'll just mute him anyway. Server mute. Alright, there we go. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. 50% gold loadout. See a tank. Catch you later. 50% gold loadout it is. Mostly because I have... Actually, 50... How much tank? Okay, this tank holds 48 shells, so I need 24 rounds of gold. Okay, we're good now. An NSBA platoon. Oh, so I think most of my viewers are probably forumers who know what NSBA is. But for those of you who don't know what NSBA is, it's just this total meme clan. So their leader's like this guy, like no suburb boys allowed, and that's like what he named his clan. So like he's just like... He just invented this total bogeyman, like the quote-unquote suburb boys, and it's hilarious. Like, for some reason, he, like, dislikes, like, quote-unquote suburb boys. I don't know, it's just the weirdest insult. It's, like, possibly a weirder insult than me calling people garden hoses. It just makes, it's just all really silly to me. It's such a meme, though. And honestly, I feel like his entire clan is just his rerolls, because that dude has like 1 million accounts. It's just silly. Yeah, let's go right. 12 shells? Bruh. Just load in with full ammo. Oh, I can't spell. I guess if he hits 12 shells, that's like, how much damage is that? Gosh, that's like 4,600 plus. That's like 5.5K. So if he does 5.5K, I'll be pretty satisfied. Even if he does a fraction of that, I'll be satisfied. But I'm still gonna tell him you only pay for shells you fire, regardless. Hi there, Mr. T-54. Gosh, I hate all this destructible nonsense up on the castle. It makes this peak so much harder than it needs to be. Because it's so hard to see what you're aiming at. Because of the stinking cars and the... whatever that little stick in the center is and the fences. It's like having grass on in sniper mode. Like, it's just such an inconveniently placed car. I'm all for map decorations, but it's just so inconvenient. Like, that particular car is super inconvenient. Like, I think like the destructible things I hate most in this game are like that car and also the vineyard vines, because now like the vineyard vines will soak up heat shells, which is actually kind of really stupid. Like, please. Some bushes and like organic matter is not going to detonate a heat shell. Like in real life, like a heat shell will go through like a person without detonating, and I assure you a person is much more dense than some silly grapevines. So that's just totally nonsensical to me. Oh wait, that's a tier 8 chieftain. For a second I thought that was a tier 10 chieftain, so I was preparing to shoot like his lower plate. Oh, he's going straight for me. He wants some of this. I guess we'll just have to make his life as difficult as possible. Because like I said earlier, this position is kind of overpowered. Who just shot me for 800? That was awful. I don't even know how he found that shot. That was obnoxious. I didn't even know he could do that. Now I'm scared because now I can't peek on this chieftain. Now getting shot in the back by this 704. Hey Doc, you want to bail me out from this chieftain? Okay, thanks. There's nowhere for me to go without getting shot now. I'm just kind of stuck. Alright. I guess I should say hello back to this guy. Let him know I don't approve of your conduct, Mr. 704. Oh man, this guy still wants me. I don't... I'm struggling with my gun depression here, though. Because this tank doesn't get only... Because unlike the E-50M, this tank still only gets, I think it's like 5 degrees over the side. Oh, no, 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 no. Gosh darn it. Oh, I can't even find a shot on him. That's dumb. And now I'm dead. What happened to the rest of my team? I was holding... Theoretically, I had like 3 tanks held up here, right? Or is that just me imagining things? It was probably me imagining things. I'm dead now. Where did the rest of my team go down? I'd just like to know. Let's... I don't even... do I even want to know where they died? I probably don't. Because I can't see, thank goodness. Otherwise, I'd probably be outraged at it. But, like, the one place I really don't want to see dead carcasses is town. I don't get why people go town on this map. Like, that B cap is so useless, because, like, all I can do is you can shoot at A from it, and that's about it. But things like everyone can shoot at A, like the windmill. So it's just, it's so redundant. You can't, like, you're always going to be late to whatever fight there is going on around the map. So, to be a better teammate, please don't go town. I don't even know why I'm still watching this. That's my fault. Alright, let's roll. See what's up next for the tank I'm playing. Alright, we're still playing 9. Is my E-50 came back already. That's convenient. Alright, let's go, Doc. And then, as always, I'll have to double check after the second game to see if anyone else wants to platoon with me. Although I think it's highly unlikely because no one likes me. And no one sends me platoon requests. Plot twist, NSBA platoon was bad. Well, damn, that's kind of like the plot twist in, like, a romantic novel or whatever. Where, like, you know the guy is gonna lose the girl at some point. It's like that kind of a plot twist. Like, plot twist, the NSBA platoon is bad. And, like, plot twist, the guy loses the girl at some point in a romantic movie. Not that I watch romantic movies, but that's just like, I think that's a stereotype, right? Shut up, Doc. It was the first kind of plot twist. Actually, I'm just going to stop talking. This just makes me look bad. But then again, looking bad on stream also gets me views. Theoretically. So, maybe I should continue this. Oh, that's a warm welcome from those heavy tanks. I don't know how he, actually I know how he penned that. I just don't like that he did pen that. Oh, I have nothing to shoot at. Also, how am I spotted? Their tanks are like 500, 300 meters away from me. That's absurd. Yeah, Doc and his hacks, E-50M, closer to the enemy than I was, but also not spotted. You know what? Screw it. Enough of this sniping. I'm just gonna rush them. See if I can do some actual damage. Starting to look like no, I'm not going to be able to do actual damage. These guys keep penning me in the turret with every shot, and I can't pen them back. Oh, what? Luckily for me, Dan told me to go like 50% Pramo loadout. So I won't have to worry about running out of heat APCR shells. I wish I had heat shells. I kind of miss back in the day when you could go full premium ammunition without penalty. Although admittedly that was kind of pay to win. Oh my gosh. You would expect that this tank would at least bounce one of these shells, but I guess that is one of the weaknesses of the E-50 compared to the E-50M. The turret armor is just not there. This thing, because it's only got like 180 millimeters on the front of the turret, unless they hit the mantlet. I was just hoping the mantlet would eat a few more shells than it has been so far. Oh, there's that VKB coming back for me. If I can get a shot on him. What? Oh, I see. I should also be watching my mini-map a little bit closer. But yeah, guys, if you ever want to see what good play looks like, my stream is not that place. For some reason, I just do terrible in stream. Actually, I know why I do terrible in stream. It's because I'm unable to focus on multiple things at once. Well, you know what? It's okay. Because you're here for potato gameplay and potato commentary. Well, this is kind of disingenuous because I guess like all of 13 people are going to be able to use my link to check out Judy's channel. But Judy's actually pretty awesome, and you should definitely check out her stuff. So I'm going to plug for her here. Full heat in a T-54 before they fixed heat things. Oh man, let's not get started on Soviet medium tanks back in the day. That was like the definition of broken. Hang on, I'm going to quick check, see if... Oh, I do have a platoon request this time. Unless... Okay, Fleen is... Fleen actually... I know Fleen is in the... Fleen is in the what's it called. Although I do have a policy for this. I flip a coin. Although I don't have a coin, so we're just going to roll RNG real quick. So, let's go random number generator 1 to 2. If it's 1, it's Fleen. If it's 2, we'll go 40%. 1. Fleen. Although, is he online? I don't know. It says he's offline, but sometimes this is buggy. Also, in case you guys didn't know, Triari does Gladiator Nights on Wednesdays, so it's like this giant Triari countdown that you should totally check out on Triari's Discord, which is another thing I'll have to remember to link in the description. Is Fleen online? I don't know if Fleen is online. I think Fleen might be actually offline, so I guess we'll hit up 40%. And I also have to figure out what tank I'm going to play next. Quick reset my random number generator. Alright, 8. Oh, that's the first 8 in a while. No, Doc, unfortunately I will not count down because of people like Dan Deerso ruining it, like ruining the countdown for all you guys. I'm kidding, but I feel like countdown on stream would be kind of awkward. And that's also asking to get stream sniped. Although I guess I'm not bad enough. No, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but I shouldn't be worried about stream sniping. It comes with the job. It's like part of the job description. Do a 13-person raid. Also, I just realized that even if I wanted to do a countdown, I'm not even the one in control of the battle button. So, I guess my decision has already been made for me. Alright, they've got three light tanks and a CDC. And okay, Mr. RU, that's kind of random. I'm the captain now. Okay, 40%er. I see. Man, one of these days, like, the guy actually named 40%er from... Is 40%er still in Cruel? He might have moved to Triari. I think he did. But one of these days, he's going to be in the stream, and I'm going to have you guys mixed up constantly. And that'll just be my biggest nightmare. Oh, shoot, I already know what's about to happen. They're all going to be up top. This is not ideal, actually. Yup. Called it. Oh, what the... How did our Batjet die so fast? They don't even have any tank destroyers. I guess it must have been that T-49 connecting a big one. But oh man, he just went 1700 to 0. That's less than ideal because he's one of our only tier 9s. So I guess we'll have to hold them here. Ooh, hello, Mr. Rue. Good night, Rue. Good night, Moon. Good night, random objects in a bedroom. Oh man, that children's book. I've not read that book in like ages. Well, by ages, I mean like... Gosh, that must be... I think the last time I heard that book was like when I was 4 or something. I don't know. Oh, this is awkward. I'm kind of stuck now. How is 40% doing? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This is looking bad. Well, 40%. Looks like this one's going to be on you to carry. Because I'm running out of hit points. And also I'm running out of positions. Rip. Oh, that T-49 is going to kill me. Oh, it was worth a shot. And now I think 40%er is about to have a very bad day against that Centurion. Well, Dan, the thing is, like, I don't really know if, like, you can go ham in this game. I feel like you just kind of, like, play it more or less to the best of your ability, unless, of course, you're distracted by something else. I feel like it's not really like a first-person shooter where you can there's definitely a difference between, like, going ham and, like, not going ham. You just, like, this is just something you just kind of play, I think. Well, I might be wrong. That might just be my experience. Let me know how it is for you guys. Alright, tier 7. Back to the Panther. Oh, why did I pick this line? Everything plays the same. It's like this long-distance sniping. Maybe I should pick a line that is completely incongruous so I can have some variety. What's a line Although, I suppose I shouldn't figure that out now, otherwise that'll spoil the stream for next week. And I definitely don't figure out what tanks to play like 30 minutes before. That's definitely not how this works. I definitely plan out exactly how this is going to go beforehand. I'm definitely more responsible than that. Oh man. For the Blaze request. Okay, thank you 40%er for fulfilling that duty so that I do not have to. Oh man, I love the way this orange Panther looks. This looks so nice. You can't tell me that the orange Panther doesn't look sweet. Maybe, okay, it probably doesn't. I think the orange is kind of an acquired taste. At first, like, I was not a fan of this orange camo, but you know it grows on you. How am I spotted? Why do I keep getting spotted all the time? Oh, bush camper. Yeah, I should probably run. That would be smart. Especially considering the rest of the team has not spotted anything out yet. Oh, shoot.
Are you making money for this?
No. It's for fun.
Just for fun?
Yeah.
That's cool. How many videos have you done so far?
Not that many. I think probably like 9. Also, I'm still alive.
Do you have fans?
Well, I think I have like 12 viewers right now, so it's not a lot, but it's not bad.
Are they mostly like your friends?
No, I think they're kind of people. Well, they are my kind. I don't know. I don't even know how to describe this.
It's like online friends.
Yeah. So that's my roommate, guys.
Wait, am I on camera?
Well, you're not on camera. It's not. There's no face cam,
Alright.
but
Just voice.
just voice.
What do you think of this scrub named George?
Oh my god. Fucking doxing me on stream. Thanks a lot, Shane.
That might not even be your real name.
Well, I just. Well, I think I kind of blew my cover just now.
Do they know what school you go to?
I think so. I don't know.
Does it
Some of them might. Oh, this is kind of awkward.
Why do you have such a long turret?
It's because it's German and the gun is super long.
Is it actually necessary though? I feel like
Higher shell velocity equals higher penetration.
okay.
Well, at least theoretically.
I feel like
Just
that
because.
just equates into big dick energy for tanks. I mean, think about it, right? Higher velocity, larger penetration chance. You know, it just sounds like a giant penis joke right there.
Oh my god, Shane, you're ridiculous.
No, it's
Well, I definitely. I think I already made that joke, though.
alright. Just roll around and shoot people, eh?
Pretty much. Oh, I missed.
What a scrub. You missed.
Yeah, I'm a pretty poor shot.
Second time. You made it at fourth. No, he hit me.
No, he's not going to peek out again.
Why aren't their tanks like German?
Well, that one's German, and that one just killed me.
Scrub.
I am a scrub.
Why would you venture out in the open?
Because I was going to rush. I didn't realize they had a tank destroyer back there. Okay, I think I may or may not have realized that, but
Okay,
I was getting greedy.
oh my god.
So now I'm going to wait for my teammates to carry me.
Are all your teammates German tanks?
No, that one's These two are Russian.
And they just both got destroyed?
No, one of them died. This guy's still alive. Is the other guy AFK? No, it's just him. How is it 6-5? Did one of our guys like suicide? One of our guys must have suicided somehow. Two of our guys. I don't know. I don't know how they only killed 5 of our tanks. Solid carry by 40%er. All right, tier 10 is next. Oh man, this is so awkward. Anyway, I think this will probably be my last one anyway, because it's been about 2 hours, and that's generally where I end the streams anyway.
You don't want to end on a loss.
I know, which is why we're going one more, so hopefully we're gonna. Although we did win the last one.
Alright.
I died, but we won.
Okay. Alright.
Well, actually, Dan, it's not Penn State, but it's pretty close to Penn State. It's in the same state. Who's on the other team? All right. Oh, it's Cabbage Badge. No, I don't go to pit. Well, at this point, I've pretty much narrowed down most of the options.
Do you know you're going to line?
Well, I just told them it's in the same state as Penn State, so
No,
I just
my
told
God.
them. I know, I'm slowly doxing myself.
Narrow yourself down to a couple thousand people.
I know, right?
They could probably track your IP address somehow if they really wanted to.
Man, the thing is, doxing people with IP address is actually kind of hard, because IP address only gives, like, zip code at best. Especially if it's, like, a dynamic IP address. Oh, I think we're actually about to end this stream on a loss. Three of our tank. How did 3 of our tanks just die? I don't even want to know. You know what? That ram might not have been worth it. Oh well. You know, that's a terrible place to end the stream. So, but I'm still going to end it because why not? And it's also starting to get kind of awkward. So, yeah, that's kind of a sketchy way to end a stream. 40% is definitely going to carry this 1v6. And thanks for watching, guys. So, bye. Also, ending streams is hard.